Hey guys, Goon here. Today I'm going to show you the best farming areas in each act to actually level your character on. And as you can see, I'm already level 81 and I will show you exactly which areas I use to level my character. In Act 1, Merciless, you want to reach the ledge as fast as possible. And the reason for this is that the level of the monsters over here is not much different than the level on the highest level content, which is Cavern of Wrath 55 to 53. And a small difference of 2 levels won't make much of a difference in terms of experience gained. And to put it on a perspective, I leveled from 58 to 74 in a few hours in the city of Zaan. And unless you outlevel the content by about 10 to 15 levels, you still gain quite a lot of experience, and you gain quite more experience if you do content that is easier to clear than if you were doing content that is harder to clear, even if it is one level above that content. I know a lot of people are using the docks to level on Act 3, and I wouldn't recommend doing that at all, because it is only one level above the city of Zaan, and the city of Zaan is so much more efficient, and I will show you in a second why. I will start with the ledge first though. If you want to reach the ledge, you will have to skip terraces, which is quite simple to do with Quicksilver flasks, because there are no narrowed spaces. Mudflats is a little bit harder to skip, because you need to get the relics first to clear the passage, and the relics are protected by roar charges, which might be difficult to deal with on that level. But you can kite them away from the relics, take the relics and open the passage, and then skip the submerged passage with Quicksilver flasks again, and then get to the ledge. And why is the ledge so efficient? The ledge has slow moving zombies and skeletons. No, actually no zombies, no, only skeletons. And these skeletons don't deal much damage, but are packed together quite nicely. And because of that, you can skip the areas until you find a really large pack of enemies like this, and then kill them rather easily. This is a really large pack. You just kill them as fast as possible. And basically you skip anything that is too small to waste your time on. Something like this, 2 enemies, that isn't enough. This might also be not enough, but depending on your level you might not be able to clear it as fast as I am able to do it. Obviously my character is out-leveling this content by a lot, and I also have the necessary gear to clear it much faster than you guys will if you reach it the first time. But the basic principle is that the enemies over here don't deal much damage and are quite easy to kill, because they are moving very slowly. And once you are done with the area over here, you can leave it towards the rocky climb and open a new instance and repeat the process. And I would recommend leveling here for about 5 levels. If you reach the ledge while you are level 50 or something like that, I would recommend leveling to about 55 or 56. And then you will have a lot more gear and a lot more levels, and then you can group up with people and finish the act. And once you are finished with Act 1, you want to get to Fellshrine Ruins as fast as possible. And Fellshrine Ruins is located in Act 2. And the same principle applies over here. In order to reach Fellshrine Ruins, you will have to skip Old Fields, which is rather simple, because it is a wide area, no narrowed spaces. You can use Quicksilver flasks, get to Crossroads, take the waypoint, replenish your flasks, and then get to Fellshrine Ruins. And then you want to skip Fellshrine Ruins as well in order to get to Church Dungeon, and I will show you why. Once you are over here, the waypoint to Church Dungeon is exactly at the entrance to Fellshrine Ruins, and you can basically use it to backtrack to Fellshrine Ruins. And as you will see in a second, Fellshrine Ruins is also occupied by very slow moving enemies. Zombies, skeletons, rock golems, nothing that can really put you at danger. And once you find a pack like this, you kill them. And then you proceed to go through the Feldstein ruins. And if you encounter something that might be dangerous, something like golems, because they aren't packed together nicely, they are actually in packs of 2 to 3, which isn't really worth killing. You just skip them and search for zombies and skeletons like these that are packed together quite nicely and kill them in a very efficient manner. They are slow moving. In case you don't have enough survivability, you can run away from them, kill them from afar, and if you have enough AoE damage, you can kill them very nicely and very fast and very efficiently. And if you reach Feldstein ruins with about level 55 to 58, I would recommend leveling to about level 62 to 63, or even 64 to 65. And once you are at that level and you have farmed Feldstein ruins for quite some time, you will have enough gear to clear the act. And if you still aren't strong enough to clear the act on your own, group up with people and finish it in a party. And once you reach the city of Zaan, you basically reach the best farming area in the game. And I will show you exactly why this is the case. Alright, the city of Zaan. Why is the city of Zaan so efficient for farming? The enemies over here don't deal much damage and are moving at a pace that you can outrun without taking damage. And they will follow you, and that way you can group them up and kill them very efficiently, as you can see. Just use a Quicksilver Flask, get a huge pack like this, group them up and kill them quite fast. Get even more enemies. If there are too many enemies, use your granite and kill them all at once. And as you can see, you can clump them up on your own, even if they aren't clumped up on themselves already. You can clump them up manually, and once you have clumped them up, you can kill them in a very efficient manner. And because the area is level 61 and the docks are only 62, and why am I referencing the docks? Because a lot of people are saying that the docks are the best, best place to level on Act 3 Merciless. But that's not the case. As I showed you over here, the enemies over here aren't really tanky, they have quite low life and they aren't dealing much damage, and they're moving at a pace that you can outrun without losing track of the enemies. They can still follow you around, you can clump them up yourself and kill them very efficiently. The dogs, that's not really possible because they are slow moving zombies, which is also quite nice because they won't put you at danger of dying. But there are a few enemy types that will put you at danger of dying quite fast. And I will show you why, which ones these are. Let's get to the dogs. There are these white bearers that deal fire damage. And they fire quite a lot of projectiles, and if they get an enchantment like haste and multiple projectiles, they will kill your whole group if the group isn't geared high enough. And that ranger isn't worth taking for that's the white bearers. As you can see, I have maximum fire resistance, and they still deal quite a lot of fire damage. And these are only white bearers. I have quite a lot of life regen and he still deals quite a lot of damage, even though it's only a white bearer. And if you encounter champions or rares with multiple projectiles and haste, they will kill your whole life in a single second. Even if I encounter them, I can die in 2 to 3 seconds, with max resistances and 4400 life. And that risk isn't worth taking. Even in a group you won't be able to kill that white bearer fast enough and he will kill your whole group. And if you die, you lose quite a lot of experience, especially if you are on a higher level. And if you die in hardcore, you are dead. And because of that, it's not worth leveling on the docks. It's only one level above the city of Zaan. And as I told you, I leveled from 58 to 74 in about 6 hours in the city of Zaan by pulling all the creeps together and killing them as fast as possible. And if you don't have enough gear yet, like I do, I have quite good gear to kill them rather efficiently. But that wasn't the case when I reached the city of Zaan for the first time. But I had enough survivability to keep clumping them up without dying, and then I used my endurance charges and grand flask to tank them through while I was killing them. And if you have a good enough character, I would recommend doing it solo, and if you don't have a strong enough character, do it in a group, clump them up, kill them all at once, and get a lot of experience. I did join a party for the dogs to level over there, and I was leveling at about 30% of the speed that I was leveling when I was doing it solo. And while I was leveling, I was looking at the people's gear and stuff like that, and most people had terrible gear and they weren't dealing any damage, and that's also part of the reason why you will level quite slowly in a group, especially if you are doing the dogs. They have a lot of life, deal quite a lot of damage, and if you are doing it in a group with terrible gear, you will level quite slowly. While the city of Zaan you can level on your own, even with not too good gear, and still be very efficient. And that's basically it, guys. For Act 3 you want to level in the city of Zaan, the best farming area in the game. For Act 2 you want to farm on Feldshrine Ruins, and for Act 1 you want to farm on the ledge. See you guys next time. Hopefully on a higher level.